Time out. It's a real sport, eh? Ooh, I wasn't ready. August 26, 2017 will be a day that I will always remember. It was the day that Mayweather decided to come out of retirement and take on another fight and fight McGregor. That fight was $100, and that is a lot of money. But it was worth every penny. Let's talk about it. I know so many people have so many different views on this fight, and that's fine because that's what a good conversation is, having two different points and discussing them. So feel free to communicate with me about this. McGregor is a cage fighter. That's what I call them. I know they have a professional term, but I call them cage fighters. And that means they break bones, they twist you up in little pieces like a pretzel, and they just fight like animals. And I myself have never been a fan of it. Can't watch it. It's a little too gruesome for me. But boxing? Oh, boxing's my thing. I actually wanted to be a kickboxer. That was what I wanted to do. And then this happened. So no. And so now this 29-year-old Irish hot goddess decided, I'm gonna box. Now, we all know that boxing is a trained, strategically planned out type of sport, whereas cage fighting is kind of whatever you want to do. This dude was bopping him on the head like that game Donkey Kong. He was just, I felt like he was at Chuck E. Cheese with the little hammer and was just bopping him on the head. I was screaming like, please, donkey, stop bopping Mayweather over the head with your little hammer. But like I was saying, cage fighting is not strategic all the time. I mean, there is some strategic things you have to do in order to take that match. But for the most part, it's kind of freestyle. Whereas boxing is strategic. And you have to be trained for it. But I will say is McGregor has some strong punches, and you guys can deny it. I don't know if y'all was watching it as close as I was, but I could actually feel the impact of his glove hitting me in my cheek, and it hurt. It really hurt. I felt it. It was like my skin was moving when he would hit Mayweather. I could feel the impact from my TV. The point is, he can fight. He has strong punches, and he had this unique stance about himself. It was a crisscross thingy, but he came in full throttle. Now, one thing I know about Mayweather's technique is he never come in for the punches. He is I'm gonna take it easy the first few rounds, and then as we get a little closer to the end, I will start bringing it. Mayweather always studied his opponent in the first few rounds. All right, let's get this started. Okay. Oh, look, that stance is perfect. Punched again. And he loves that left hook. Okay, we got it. But you and I saw a different Mayweather yesterday. You cannot deny it. It was a different Mayweather because, one, Mayweather is a pretty boy Floyd. That's what he called himself, pretty boy Floyd. And it's because people don't punch him in the face. So whereas Mike Tyson and all of them, Ali and all of them, would have mushroom spaghetti noodles as a face when they got out the ring, you know, their eyes would be closed shut. There would be blood and snot bubbles coming out of their nose. Mayweather always comes out the ring clean because no one punches him in the face. I don't even know if he knew what it felt like to be punched in the face before yesterday. Yesterday, when he got punched in the face by McGregor, I think it shocked him. Not only did he get punched in the face, but he got bopped over the head at least 5 times. I think Mayweather got shook up a little bit because it was like, okay, I don't think I'm worried about losing the fight as much as I'm worried about getting a black eye or a busted lip, because that ain't pretty. You usually supposed to punch right here. This is the punching bag, not my face. McGregor came in rough. He came in tough, and he was ready to give it to him. The problem is, in cage fighting, it's only, I believe, 4-minute rounds, I believe I was told. And boxing ain't like that. McGregor started fatiguing, and he got to the point where he couldn't almost stand up anymore, which gave Mayweather so much more opportunities to land his punches. Because if you were following correctly, Mayweather wasn't landing them punches in the beginning. And I know a lot of Mayweather fans are going to be upset with me for saying this, but if McGregor had the training to be able to see it through without fatigue, he would have handed Mayweather his butt on a platter. And it's not because I voted for McGregor. I'm simply one of those people that like to watch a fight. I just like to watch it. I don't put my money really on anyone, because that would be like preying on your downfall. But I will say, I do want to see Mayweather lose. Not because I'm preying on his downfall, but more so because I want to make sure he's human. I'm at the point where I'm starting to think that this is a robot machine that they have built, and Mayweather is not a real person, which is why he's always winning his fights. He's a fighting box. Yes. He's a bop-em box. What is that game called? Come on, somebody. Whatever. If he loses, then I can believe that he's a human. You even Mayweather fans can't wait to see the day when he finally loses. Not because you're wishing it or that you would just be so happy, but he'll at least put this conspiracy in your mind that someone built him and that he's not a real human. I did see a different Mayweather yesterday. I'm used to Mayweather doing laps around the boxing. Look. Just running. And then by the 5th round, all the way up to the ending of the fight, he started coming in a little closer, giving a few to you. And then maybe by the 10th round, he's going to land all his punches and put you out. But yesterday, he was actually coming into McGregor. He was actually chasing McGregor. I actually seen him coming forward and really trying to land these punches, because I believe he was starting to fear that if they got through all these rounds, that McGregor would hit him so hard that it would knock him out. I believe that was Mayweather's fear. And you can agree or not, but I really believe Mayweather got to the point that this dude lands one good punch, and I do mean one good one, to my face, my untrained face, because my face doesn't take punches. So if you land a punch to my untrained face, I'm going down, and it's going to be the most embarrassing thing that I've ever experienced in life, and to be the guy who got punched out of retirement. Mayweather knew by McGregor not having the stamina to last all these rounds that it would be just a matter of time before the clock would start to wind down and McGregor would begin to get tired. And as he's getting tired, you seen his body kind of doing this motion where he was slowly just going further and further down in the ring. And before you knew it, he was here trying to catch his balance. I think at one point he even went to sleep on Mayweather's shoulder. He took a nap. Mayweather punched him and he went to sleep on Mayweather's shoulder, and then Mayweather woke him up and he was like, oh yeah, we're in a fight. So because Mayweather knew that it was just a matter of time before he would wind down and his stamina would get the best of him, he knew that's what he had to play on. But honestly, and this is just my opinion that a lot of you are going to hate, Mayweather would not have taken that fight if McGregor had the stamina to last all those rounds. Every time it seemed Mayweather would even land a punch, McGregor would say, yeah, me too. You land one, I land one. Anything you can do, I can do. But because I like communicating with you guys, tell me, what do you think? Like, do you think if McGregor had the stamina, he would have took that fight? Write your comments underneath the belly button into the comments section. And yeah, let's talk about it. I think it's bedtime around here, so I'm call it a night.